and welcome. Hold on, let me adjust my camera a little bit. Alright, hello everyone, welcome to Nerds with Dice. Tonight we're back to playing Rift's Ballad of Fates. Real quick, I do want to say that we have merch. You can check it out through the link in the chat or by heading over to Nerds with Dice on Twitter and finding the link over there. And we are sponsored by Grinding Coffee Company. They are a Black and LGBTQ plus owned coffee company, and you can get 10% off by using the code Nerds with Dice or the link that is in the chat. All right, take it away.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Rift's Earth, where several hundred years ago magic exploded into reality, creating a just huge mess of dragons, super science, and psionics, all fighting for a place on this planet full of lines to other dimensions. Our group of heroes is working to protect this dimension from an invasion group called the Night Lords. Yeah, that's the long and short of it. Recently, we've been in the Midwest. We've been out in Colorado, at the Temple of the Sun, at the Shrine of the Sun, the Will Rogers Shrine of the Sun, where they captured an enemy Nightbane who was apparently stuck in Nightbane form. But that's where we left off. The group went out to fight, and in fighting a basically walking sand graveyard, they discovered that one among them, who had shown great magic powers, turns out is also a dragon. All right, so let's go around and introduce ourselves real quick so we can just give the nickel versions. All right, starting with Peppermint.
Hi everyone, I'm Nerdy Teddy, and tonight I will be playing Peppermint, our nature mage / healer.
Okay, and Jetta Maxine couldn't be with us tonight, but we do have Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I play Freya, who's a human spy who's also a Nightbane. So I also play Rohan, an 8-foot tall creature with a 20-foot wingspan and a flaming sword.
Okay, and we also have with us Starissa.
Hi, I'm Kate. I play Starissa, our newly revealed baby dragon.
All right, and Kid.
Hello, everybody. I'm Evan Jennings, and I will be playing Krogahel Kid, the human and dwarf, half human, half dwarf blacksmith.
Okay, and unfortunately, Tim couldn't be with us either because I did not communicate clearly. It's on me. So that is exactly where we left off. The giant walking graveyard that had been attacking travelers, basically engulfed Starissa, their DB companion, who exploded out of it in full mighty red frilled dragon form. Well, royal frilled dragon form.
What's that mean?
Starissa, would you like to explain what they see?
So what you now see is a large red dragon with purple frills and white claws and some purple striping. And she's about 20 feet long and
Jeez.
kind of trembling at the moment.
Trembling?
A little bit.
As the sand falls away, everyone can clearly see. As corpses of long dead beings drop around you all.
I knew something was special about you, Starissa. I did. It's okay. We're not going to hurt you because we know you're Starissa.
Okay. I didn't mean to deceive anyone, but Jetta told me that if people knew what I was, I'd put you all in danger, and I don't want to put anyone in danger.
We understand. We understand. Fortunately, we're out in the middle of nowhere, and you just completely demolished whatever weird creature that was. So good for you. Thank you.
Well, I saw a kid was in trouble, and I didn't want anything to happen.
We know. We know.
Are you okay, kid?
That is the coolest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. You're a dragon, like an actual dragon?
Yeah.
What is that? What is that like?
I don't
Can
know.
you fly?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god,
And
that is awesome.
I'll zip up and do a loop in the air and come down.
This is so cool.
When she says zip up and do a loop in the air, it is like a jet fighter.
Like all the dust goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Do you see this?
Yes. Yes. We see it. We see.
Starissa's a dragon.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That is so cool. Why aren't you like this all the time?
Because it's dangerous.
Yes. Kid, look at all the stuff we've been through and what type of, creatures we've been interacting with. Starissa's right. If everyone knew, it would it would draw unwanted attention, even more unwanted attention than we're getting.
I guess it would be pretty hard to be sneaky.
Uh-huh.
If you were always
and it'd
a
be really
dragon.
hard. Yeah, and it'd be really hard to go into like bakeries and inns and eat.
So you could just turn into like a little humanoid shape?
And I'll turn back to normal.
Huh. That is
It's-
very cool.
It's a little harder
Wow.
now. It was easier before when the bracelet was all magical, but now that it's lost some of its magic, it was helping me. So now it's harder for me to stay like this.
Why'd your bracelet lose magic?
We used it.
Yeah.
At the
Oh,
garden.
and it
Yeah,
lost
when we-
it lost some of its magic when we did that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, dang. So how do you need to like transform every once in a while to like
Yeah.
stretch? You know, like,
That's why I would disappear at night sometimes.
oh, okay. Well, yeah, all right. Well, maybe now we can just make sure that you don't have to do that alone, just to make sure that you're safe and everything.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you and Rohan could go flying or something.
You and
That
Rohan
would
could be
be
best friends.
fun.
Oh,
How
man.
you doing, Peppermint? How are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you scared of dragons?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Good.
Do you know what a dragon is?
Yes, I know what a dragon is.
Starissa's a dragon.
Okay, kid.
I caught
You got
on to
that.
that, kid.
Okay.
Do you wanna roll
you
for
can't tell
dragons?
people.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? Yeah, I do. Because
The one person who might know more about dragons than anyone else except the dragon. Because the dragon knows the most about dragons.
What, Peppermint knows about dragons? I don't have
Peppermint would know about dragons.
I do not know
Oh.
about dragons.
You don't know much about dragons. There's no, well, no
I'm
one
from the
knew of any
93.
dragon in the area you grew up around. In your travels, you didn't come across any that you were aware of. But you do know they can take other forms.
Yeah, we met remember the ice skater?
Yeah. That's
So-
awesome. Oh,
we-
man.
We met before you joined us. There's a up in South Bend, around in there somewhere, a dragon who takes the human form and who likes to ice skate and who loves to perform ice skating shows for people.
That
Mhm.
sounds fun.
Yeah, she was really cool.
I don't know how to ice skate.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Ooh, can I try to speak something in Draconic? But I do have to roll for it. It looks like
You can roll for it.
I can speak it though, which is wild.
Well, growing up in a town full of mages, it's kind of like the second language.
All right, ready.
Because Draconic and Elven are the same language.
So 34.
Oh, really? Oh, good. Oh, hold on. I got that too.
34 under 77. I would be like, Starissa, can you understand me right now?
His accent is like a medieval version,
A little bit.
like someone pretending to be a Roman. by
Okay.
being British. Like you feel like the accent is 3 times removed.
Starissa, can you understand what I am saying?
I'm probably just as bad because I got like a 63 of a 62, so I'm probably just as
Oh.
bad.
Yours is way worse.
Mine's way worse.
You say several words that aren't words.
I'm
It's
rusty.
Simlish. You're speaking in Simlish Draconic to the Umdrabala.
And I don't say a word. I just, yeah.
I think I'm rusty. I think I'm really rusty there.
Maybe
okay.
I can talk like this from now on to you.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
and
Swedish
yeah,
chef.
I don't think I should I think I should stop. I think I should practice some more because I think I told her to put cheese on a cow.
That's redundant.
No.
That's where cheese comes from.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
inside their stomachs or something.
I'm gonna say Greeks is there, and Greeks has the reaction Greeks has. I don't want to tell you for
Yeah.
them.
He shoots
but
you.
I'm just gonna go cool, and Greeks gets a message and goes, I need to do this, and grabs out the tablet with the that they've been kind of talking to a lot recently, and puts their pod on follow mode and goes into kind of like a meditative trance.
Cool. Well, now we know what was attacking and killing all those travelers.
Yeah.
What was?
The graveyard thing?
Oh man, these are all the travelers?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
No.
I was hoping we could save some of them. I kicked some of the bones. I don't think we
Don't
can.
do that. We could bury them.
Oh. That sounds like a lot of work.
I can maybe do it a little quicker.
Like a mass grave. Just pour all them. I mean, it's better than just leaving them to bleach in the sun, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you have something, Peppermint?
I was gonna say, can I examine this pile of grave stuff, make sure that there's nothing magical left about it or anything?
Yeah, you can go through pretty quick. There's no like straight up magic objects. You literally killed the spirit that was haunting the area. It was a tectonic entity, which are known for moving around and like turning into a
Dancing.
building. Like a bunch of rubble stands up, that's a tectonic entity. But this one had a bit of grave to it. You haven't heard of something like this, but a walking graveyard does seem like a thing that could be. You definitely killed the animating spirit, which is not something people normally can accomplish, but Peppermint had the tools.
And you jumped all the way off that bridge. That was so cool.
Yeah, it's like a 50-foot overpass behind you all that Peppermint had axe slammed with her staff.
Yeah.
That was what happened? Yeah.
I didn't know you could kick so much ass, Peppermint. I thought you were like a doctor. No offense.
I am mostly a doctor, but
Well, you're a doctor who can jump off of an overpass and smash a skeleton sand monster.
Yes.
That was pretty cool. That's
Thank
really
That was
you.
cool.
super cool.
Next time you should pick her up and throw her at bad guys.
I don't.
Because you can fly,
kid,
Starissa, so
kid,
you can just
kid,
pick her up and
kid,
drop her.
Kid,
Yes.
kid. Okay, Starissa can fly. Peppermint is a being, not a football. Okay.
You can be both.
No,
You
no.
you could be
no,
both.
No, no, no.
I'll do it. You could throw me at stuff.
No, no,
No.
kid, no, kid, no. Just
Because what if I miss?
I'm pretty hard. I'm pretty hardy. I've been thrown against a lot of stuff so far. I
You know,
haven't died
Peppermint-
yet.
yeah. Remember almost a year ago when Peppermint basically had to like bring you back from the brink of death? Remember that?
Yeah, I
With
got
the ice
thrown
skating,
against the
that was-
wall.
That was during the whole scenario with the ice skating dragon. The
I
ice
had
skating
juicers,
dragon didn't do that to that, but the people anyway. So yeah, kid, come on, come on. You know, just it's been a year.
I'm just saying it's an option if we need it. I think we should revisit this at some point.
Technically, I could cast the same spell I used to jump off of there on Kid. It would
Don't encourage him, Peppermint.
make it
So
take
that was a
less on.
spell that kept you from dying when you fell, or that was a spell that made you fall faster, or what?
It's a spell that kept me from dying.
So if you cast that on me, and then Starissa throws me, and I have my hammer, that seems pretty cool. That seems like we could really do some good work. And I won't die, Frey. So
Like a
you
teamwork
could still
attack.
die, but it's less likely.
Did you hear
Peppermint
that?
says that I won't die, and that it's all fine because I hear what I want to hear.
Still, after all this time.
Forever.
So this is, I think Peppermint would know how to basically sanctify corpses so they can't be re-resed with a ritual.
Yeah.
It seems very much up Peppermint's alley with her nature magic.
Why do that? Why, like, what are you? What's the
So
point of
like
doing that?
ghost and stuff. Like, Kid, come on.
Yeah,
I mean, we had ghosts in my town. They weren't evil.
But when people passed away, you buried them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what you have to do, or their spirits can get kind of upset.
Oh, okay. Stops evil ghosts.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Are necromancers evil? I always thought they were evil.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know anymore now. I always thought
I've
were
never
evil.
met one.
Me neither.
All right, so back to the shrine.
It takes
or...
a bit, and Peppermint probably has to have help getting you all to help.
Oh
with
yeah. Uh-oh.
creating some kind of warding area. And it takes a couple of hours because I believe it was around midday when all this happened.
That's worth it if it'll protect these bones.
It means a necromancer who comes by these bones won't be able to do anything with them.
Oh.
Okay.
That sucks for the necromancer.
Yes, it does. And you head, you got the thing you were out here to do finished, so you head back to the Will Rogers Temple of the Sun.
Where they ye the best ha.
Shrine of the Sun. It's getting dark as you get there. Especially in this part of the mountains, the sun seems to set earlier than out in the plains. Because mountains. And you do hear, the sound of gunfire there, but that's not abnormal.
Oh, they're practicing?
There is they do train people to fire weapons there. As you come in, you come up an enormous set of steps. You've got your tarantula walker, your bus-sized tarantula mechanical thing with 6 legs and missing bits.
Oh, who's piloting it? If Ting's in his trance.
We can just have Greeks pilot it there. Greeks
Okay.
set it to autopilot.
There you go.
It's not a problem. So you get Greeks' expertise has set this thing to be able to do certain things without him
even
actively
Frey
thinking.
knows what buttons to push.
Yeah.
He told me to push that button. They then he told me to push that button. Okay, good.
Yep. And you come in, and as you're coming up the big set of steps, there was a temple dog. There were in fact 2 of them, but only one you had seen move. You only see one of them now, and it's the one you hadn't seen move, but it says, "You there."
Yes.
You've been requested to enter the shrine.
Lead the way,
No.
please.
It ignored you.
I think I don't think it can move.
We could just go ourselves.
It does not respond to any questions that it feels it has already answered.
Okay, I guess we just go.
I like your cool
Guess
hair.
so.
It does not respond to compliments or threats.
Okay,
All right,
let's go.
Let's go.
The other one had more personality. This one does not.
I hate my job.
Oh, I am my job.
Oh yeah.
As you head towards the temple, which I believe is a 140-foot tall sandstone, local rock building, built piece by piece to a smooth kind of finish. It's an impressive building with a bell tower on the top, and radiates kind of a bit of light. It is well lit. There's electricity. There is running water in the area. There's some barracks nearby, which you stayed at the previous night. But as you get towards the actual place, you see Will Rogers himself, meaning the being that calls itself Will Rogers, is standing out front, just offhandedly doing some lasso tricks. Just like the way some people twiddle their thumbs. This being does lasso tricks.
Just ambiently.
Yeah. It's like starts jumping rope with it. Like grabs a beer, like finds some litter on the ground, lassos it into a trash can. And for those who can tell when magic is happening there, there's no magic happening there. That's just a lot of skill.
I gotta learn how to do that. That is too cool.
You
I put on my
should learn
cowboy
how to
hat.
do that.
What?
You should.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, folks.
Hi.
It's good to see you again. Glad
Howdy.
you made it. So, what was the issue out there?
They're all dead.
You're gonna have to be more specific, son.
Peppermint, can you explain what the thing was, please?
It was a tectonic entity.
Oh, yeah, this thing should be a real hassle.
Seemed to possess a graveyard or something.
Oh, that's not good. I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah, I didn't either, but it
Well, you learn something every day.
it was more than likely the thing causing the problem, and it won't be causing any more problems.
I was not actively looking for that kind of thing, so it would probably be easy to go undetected by me. Good spotting out there.
Well, it tried to eat us.
Yeah, that's what those kind of things do. Kind of like try to crush people and suck out their psychic essence and make them feel terrified and, crush them for magic nutrients.
Gross.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you did away with it, and it looks like you come back with not but much of a few scars and bruises.
Uh-huh.
Call that a good day.
Indeed.
All right, now, I got to tell you a few things now that you're here and you've done a favor for me, and I have a couple bits of information for you. Miss Croft, who came in with you from the basement, who is, let's say, bedeviled by a problem that is a little bit not entirely in my purview. Not purview. Reckoning. And we have isolated her in a place we believe she will be safe from the being that also shares her existence. But she did want to speak with some of you.
All right.
Okay.
We will have people nearby. My friend, I forget the bursar's name. Was it Benson?
Benson. Yep.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Benson.
Benson.
Benson's there. Shen's handling something out. So, do you have any questions for me before you go and talk to Miss Croft?
Do you still have any idea why they wanted to burst into your basement?
Yes, I've considered a few things, and we can discuss that after you speak with Miss Croft.
Okay.
Can you teach me how to lasso cans
I
and put them
can,
in the garbage?
but I do believe that you are on a tight timeline.
I am.
And to
I
get
am.
to that level would take a few years.
Could I get, after I'm done, could I come back here to learn how to do cool rope tricks?
Absolutely.
Cool. You may see me again.
Well,
Maybe.
that'd be mighty nice.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well,
So who'd you want to go talk to?
she wasn't specific about the group, but she said, you're y'all.
Okay, we'll go.
So, if y'all are willing to see her. Rick says, I need a little time. I think I figured something out. Maybe.
Cool.
I don't know.
Sure,
I'll
we'll
see
fill
you
you
soon.
in.
And the pod scoots off towards the mechanized parking area. I don't know why I just jammed up on the word mechanized. You walk into the temple, and inside it's a space that has a semi-religious aspect to it. There's a lot of Christian iconography, but it's been augmented with later different styles as well. Other holy symbols have been added to the area, but it's clear like it was built with mainly a Christian perspective.
At first, I thought you said, Christian iconography, but with lasers is what I thought you said. You said later you said it, but I was like, that's fucking cool.
I mean, those glowing halos around the saints.
That's pretty cool.
The 100-eyed, 100-winged angels.
Oh, like true biblical angels? Yeah. Laser eyes. Nice.
But anyway.
Do they let me swing a rope around? I want to be practicing.
No, not inside.
No.
Damn it.
Inside, things are very well kept. You do see people moving about inside. And you are guided towards a sub-basement, which looks like it was dug out even later. Or more recently. And as you go through there, you see things on the walls start to turn from like specific Christian iconography until straight up like runes and wards. And the entire place, at one point you can all see yourself stepping over a circle of power. And it is a greater circle of power. It kind of shunts the magic down to a dull roar in the area. Anyone inside the circle is going to have trouble casting spells.
Oh, okay.
Or using psychic powers. It's
It
kind of
doesn't
a
affect me, does
suppressive
it?
It feels like someone is kind of put you in 100-pound blanket.
Ooh, okay.
Does it affect my runes?
Your
Like
magic,
on my armor?
your armor becomes heavier, and your and your hammer becomes lighter. It seems.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Is she in here?
In a little room, there is like a monk's cloister looking room. There is a lock on the outside of the door, but it is not currently locked. So this could be used as like cells.
Okay.
There's a small room with a little table and a bed, a table, and like a bucket and a chair. And it's very peaceful down here. None of the sound of the firing can be heard from down here. None of the sound of, things zooming by ahead or up above could be, like, heard from here.
Cool.
Sort of like, carefully at the door. Beatrice?
Oh, she's writing. She is a blonde woman. She has since been given what look to be, standard adventurers kind of like traveler's clothes, pants, kind of like a sweatpants and a button-down shirt kind of look. Is this woman who looks like she could come straight from a 1950s horror movie poster. With long blonde hair and
Oh, okay. I get what you mean.
green eyes. I've been trying to remember things because you said it would help you. And I don't like thinking about bad things, but But Mr. Rogers said that it could sometimes help with processing bad things. But not to
Yes.
like hurt myself doing it. So I've been trying to just like put it in general, and you mentioned that name before and I remembered that name.
The name is Zarian?
Yeah, Zarian. Yeah, that guy. And the woman with him, Wenra.
Yes.
Oh, I would like to eyeball a fella.
Go for it.
I know that it doesn't work the way that we think when it comes to like lying or anything,
Yes,
but just
it
the
isn't.
general sense of where she's at right now.
Yeah.
Oh, 25 out of 68.
This is a person who is definitely holding a lot back.
Okay.
They
in regards to this or just
just
emotionally?
in general.
Gotcha. Because I know
they are
she's been
someone-
through some shit.
Yeah, who appears to have just come out of like some bad stuff and is kind of lost and overwhelmed. Yeah, you see
When it comes to her frantic, because you said she was kind of writing and talking to us, does it seem like she's like, despite holding things back, is she trying to give us information? Almost
it does seem like she's
through-
giving you information.
Cool.
Like she wants you to know a few things.
Right. Because the last time,
But
if I
you're not
recall
sure why.
correctly, she doesn't know that or she didn't know that the world had ended, right? Wasn't she from like 2013 or some shit?
She believed, as far as you could tell, or she tells you, when I appeared in front of you, it felt like I had been in a dream for several hundred years, and to find out that that nightmare was real, and not only was it one nightmare, but several, I'm still not fully there.
We understand. Whatever you're comfortable in telling us will be helpful.
Anything you can tell me about Zarian and Wenra?
All right. Zarian is a favored contractor kind of thing. Wenra doesn't speak much. She's scary. He was scared of her. Not he meaning Croft or Crafter, who is me, I guess.
Oh,
But-
the Badger.
Yeah, Crafter.
Okay.
Was scared of her, but not him. But she never said anything. Zarian was given assignments. He'd go out and do them and come back with completion, quite common, getting parts and things and getting the things Tyrgix wanted.
Would she go with him?
Yeah, ever. You didn't see her without him. You'd occasionally see him without her, but not often.
Did it look like she was under any kind of duress, like he was forcing her to go anywhere, or?
It's hard to say. Like, I don't remember directly. I never tried to talk to her because he was he never tried to talk to her because he was a bit afraid of her because he could tell she was something weird.
Right.
And it made him uncomfortable, but like, not like other things made him uncomfortable. Like the people he was working with made him uncomfortable, but he seemed to enjoy it.
Okay. And those were
He wanted to kill
he
them
was
all.
working with?
He knew
Oh.
he never could, so he was gonna get what power he could from them.
Were they dark, spooky looking things?
The Night Lords.
Okay, right. All right. Forgot.
He
She's
never
in the
met a Night Lord in person. One looked at him once.
What does that mean?
She gets real quiet and withdrawn.
Okay, you don't have to talk about that if you don't want to. I just need to know if you know where Zarian and Wenra might be.
The last thing I knew they were doing was going out to find some more parts for Tyrgix, because Tyrgix had finished mapping.
What kind of parts?
Ship parts. recovered bits that have been sold and resold, or
Like
What type of
boats?
ships? Boats? Boat
no,
parts?
Tyrgix's ship,
Oh,
Spaceship parts.
but specifically Tyrgix's ship.
my. Okay.
They really picked it up in the last couple of months, like around 7-8 months ago. Something really changed their plans, and they came out west where Crafter was.
Could it be us? Or you?
It wasn't me.
No, this group.
Oh, I don't know.
Does the name Leonidas Moss mean anything to you?
Crafter would say it with a sneer, like it wasn't real, and would just say his new prince. And he didn't like the prince. And the prince's mage was scary, but Crafter wasn't worried about that. I don't know.
Do you know why you were here?
The mission was to get into here and to get the box.
Those things again.
Will they be coming back to get it again? Like, will they try again?
This was our 7th attempt at this place, and
Oh.
it was the closest we ever got. He ever got.
Wow.
Closest he ever got. It was his idea to go underground.
Hmm. I mean, so they might if they got close, but okay. So they're trying to make a spaceship.
Zarian was always angry.
Did he
That
ever say
tracks.
anything?
Said a
Mutter any?
lot. It was like a coworker, I guess, for him. He never went on a mission with Zarian, but I don't like him.
Zarian?
I didn't like him either. He didn't like him either. He used to joke about throwing Zarian and the mage in a pit and seeing which one of them walked out. Offered to dig the pit twice.
So Rinra's not the mage. The mage is someone else?
The mage is the prince's right-hand person. I forget the name there. It's fuzzy.
Wenra is a mage, but probably not the one. Yeah, not the one that you're
Right.
talking about.
Wenra did not address the prince ever.
Did Zarian talk to the prince?
Yes.
Why is she doing this?
Maybe she's trying to protect him.
That's the only thing that makes sense. She wouldn't hurt people. But she would protect us.
So if you all took care of the prince, that would be good, yes?
Yes.
Who is
Make
this
the
prince
go
again?
away?
Leonidas Moss.
The Night Prince.
Night
Ling.
Prince.
He used to say Prince Ling, but never in front of the prince.
So does this prince give the jobs to Zarian?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Then that's who I want to go see. Do you know where he is?
No.
Does
But
that
they
monster
moved
know where he is?
over this way a couple of months ago, like I said. Like less than a year ago, they came out here and killed his crafter's boss and took over.
Wait, wasn't it at that two-horned thing? Wasn't there like a canyon? And that's where all the darkness was emanating from? Or is that this? Was that these monsters that we were reading? The ones that we defeated?
The horns.
The devil
Yeah, the horns. Do we already know where this prince is?
The prince is not at the horns. You all went by
Okay.
the horns.
Yeah,
and
we
it
went
was
by
not
the
there.
horns.
Okay. Does that monster that possesses you know where he is?
It's not technically possession.
Whatever it is.
He doesn't want to say. He's still scared.
I turn to Freya and I say,
Do you know
can-
what do you know what he's afraid of?
The prince is scary. The mage is scary. Zarian's scary. The girl with Zarian is scary. The Nightlands are scary.
So
The
you've been
Nightlands
over
are-
there.
The Nightlands.
So you've been there. Crafter's been there.
She shakes her head.
Wait, did he say Winra? Did she say Winra was scary?
Yeah.
she is scary.
Is she?
She's not mean, but she's strong. So is Zarian. They're dangerous.
I need more time. I don't know what else I can help you with. Whatever I remember is things he saw, but I didn't really. So it's like in one of my pre-law classes they called it hearsay, basically.
Yes.
Right.
But I guess I'm never gonna finish that degree.
Well,
You're a
you
lawyer?
could. People still do law.
Yeah, they're still lawyers.
There's
The law
still a
might
University of Phoenix.
be. Might be.
Who
The
knows?
laws are probably super different though now, so you probably have to learn a whole new book. But there's still plenty of places that you could be a lawyer in. You just gotta get the whole monster thing under control.
Not. I am like you, Beatrice.
I know. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Do you dream?
Yes.
Do you dream what they're doing?
I mean, like when we're sleeping or when?
You said we.
Yes, we.
You're like one being.
Yes, we're. It's like a box, and then inside the box, two independent pieces.
Like cats in a shelter.
More along the lines of right now.
How do you
Right
do
now
that?
the box is me. Right now the surface of the box is me. And Rohan is the Nightbane. Rohan is in the center of the box right now. And then if Rohan needed to be out, then Rohan would be the outer part of the box, and I would be.
I remember Crafter bragging to others like us about how he would never be a facade again.
Yes, that is how this part of us is sometimes referred to.
But you're not a facade. You are a real person. You are you.
What if I'm not the real person?
No,
You
you're definitely the
are-
real person.
What if Crafter
Kid,
is
kid,
and
don't.
I'm
Kid.
a trap or something? I don't know. Maybe I'm dangerous.
No, we're not dangerous.
If we're not dangerous, then what are we?
Well, we're dangerous to certain creatures. We detest the Night Lords and everything about them.
Crafter
That is,
didn't like them.
that's odd. Of course, sometimes they are. There are ones who, I guess we would call them turncoats, perhaps, who actually, instead of having that natural disdain of them and natural want to just demolish every single Night Lord, they turn on their own kind and go opposite the mission. But
Crafter loved power.
I see. Well, then you'll have to.
You
have
live
to-
with yours?
Yes, fortunately, Rohan and we've had disagreements. Um,
Like, I don't feel Crafter.
well, if Crafter is scared, and Crafter has been out for a long time.
I'm sorry. I need.
I know you need time. If you have any questions, ask me. And I don't know if I can get a hold of someone who's been a Night Bane longer than I have. She knows a lot more. She taught me a lot.
What's she like?
Yolanda, blunt, uh, to the point, but knows how to explain it.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, and yes, each of us, we have a different relationship with our Nightbane. So her relationship's different. My relationship's different. Some of us have certain skills. Like there's some skills that I can do that you can't. There's some skills that you have that I can't do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm feeling very run down. This place makes me tired.
Yeah,
Me too.
we're magic.
We're not magic. We're
Oh.
something.
We're something. Magic's that, right? Yeah.
I once heard the mage talking about potential energy. He heard the mage talking about potential energy, and apparently Nightbane are a potent resource when you kill them.
Wait, like the type of energy that could be made into possibilities?
I mean, I didn't do well in my physics classes, but isn't that all energy?
Oh, great.
Is energy and matter are roughly the same thing, moving at different speeds, I think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't do well.
Potential would be stored energy. But if it's because the boxes hold possibility. Potential energy is possibility.
Sorry. Peppermint, you would know PPE, which powers spells, is also sometimes called potential psychic energy.
Okay.
And that when beings are killed, their PPE doubles at the moment of their death. And beings with high PPE, therefore, would give off an immense amount of PPE when they were killed.
So, yeah, PP potential psychic energy when beings of high with a high potential psychic energy die, that release a lot more energy than what they had.
Oh. So they would want to kill the Night Bane. Our Night Bane has a more energy than what's called the facade. But either way. Huh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not super helpful.
No, you've been very helpful, actually. If you can think of anything, let us know, and we'll let you get your rest.
The reason they wanted us to come here is because they were tired of the randomness. They were trying to figure out something about the caves.
Oh, because the mirror caves move.
Yeah.
They want to control the mirrored
Oh.
caves.
I think so. Yeah.
That's how they can travel mirrors between here and the Nightlands.
I've seen Crofter use a mirror.
Yeah.
So if they could put the mirror cave anywhere they wanted, they could invade anywhere they wanted.
Yeah.
The scientist would go on about all kinds of things about walls. And the mirror caves were thinner, he said.
Yeah. Like when Rohan pulled everyone in, we found a weak spot, that mirrored lake. Yeah.
I feel like
In
I'm
the
such a
box.
weird Stephen King novel. I don't like it.
Who?
He was a writer. Wrote horror, scary stories. I didn't read them. But this one guy tried to explain it to me. Yeah.
Hey. Now we know what they really want.
Yeah.
What they want is power.
Yes. But knowing the method. Ah, yes. Us destroying the mirror factory. I really didn't like that. Yeah, controlling the caves. That would not be good.
Apparently, they'd been trying for decades on and off about trying to figure out the caves and didn't. but
Uh,
the scientist had some thing and wanted that box.
Turgix wants the box?
Yeah.
Does Turgis want the box to help with controlling the mirrored caves or with the spaceship?
Crafter didn't ask,
Okay.
though he's not the smartest.
But Turgix is helping on the mirror cave situation?
I think so.
Okay. Jeez.
I wonder what he gets out of that.
Spaceship parts.
I think it
Maybe.
might have been the other way around.
You mean like Turgix is helping them more than they're helping Turgix?
Well, no, that Turgix is using the spaceship parts to do stuff to the walls.
Oh.
Oh.
Do we still not know where this cave is?
Well, it was here about a week ago.
Oh, it moves.
Moves.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Ah, God. Okay. Fucking
And-
rips.
And somehow the box can control where it moves to?
Crafter just was told to get it.
Well, then we have to make sure they don't.
Yep.
We'll
Thank
have
you,
to
Beach.
tell Mr. Rogers.
Yep.
I don't trust him. He's hiding something.
Do you know if the prince is in those caves?
I
Did
mean,
anyone ever talk
the
about
prince
that?
could come through the caves.
Oh, so the prince is probably in the Nightlands.
More often than not, but yeah, occasionally would come over here. From what I understand, princes do that.
Hmm.
Night lords
Yeah.
don't,
Right.
because they don't want or need to. I don't know.
Right.
There's a lot of rumors.
You don't what is about Mr. Rogers are you not comfortable with?
He's hiding something. Those tattoos are weird. This place seems nice, but I just don't trust nice like this.
I can understand that.
But don't tell him I said that.
We won't.
I'd be embarrassed. I can't even. She puts down the pen in the book. And you see she's drawn something in the book, which looks to be Tyrgix with just like an enormous wrench, assembling something weird. Some of you have seen similar parts on Greeks' hover cycle. And also in that picture is Wenra standing like immediately behind the shoulder of Zarian. And Zarian's sword, she's found somehow a blue pen and painted his sword blue with a pen.
Where are they all standing?
It's hard to say. They're inside somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Nondescript, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, I guess. I'm sorry.
For what?
Wanting to kill me. He wanted to kill all of you.
Oh, we're used to that.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Well, you don't have to be sorry for stuff he wants. You didn't do it.
Did I?
My dogs are being so bad. Hold on, I have to mute.
No. Rohan.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to talk about it again.
All right.
I don't know. Good luck.
Thank you.
And if I see this Yolanda person,
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask them for help.
Please do. Well, thank you, Beatrice.
Bye.
Bye.
She says, and she just kind of like closes the door.
Yeah.
And standing there, down the hallway a bit, is the grumpiest burster you've ever seen. There is a bit of like, it looks like he's steaming mad a little bit. He's not on fire, but like he looks like he has cartoon like anger lines coming off of him with heat shimmers. When he sees you all, you see him start doing some breathing exercises that, seem to calm him down and focus him.
Why is he mad at us?
Who are you asking that of?
I guess I was asking you, but I guess kid over look. Is he mad at us?
I don't know. Should we ask him?
Hi.
Hey,
What? Are you finished down here? You shouldn't be down here too long.
why?
Because this is a secure area, and I don't like it when he lets people in here. Doesn't let me lock the doors. So either get in the cell and I'll lock it, or get out.
Okay.
We're done. We're exiting the area.
Yeah, do that. Keep doing that.
Wow, you don't have to be rude.
Well, you don't have to stop and bother me.
I didn't.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're moving and we're walking back to the shrine. Bye.
As you make your way up, he steams a little more. But you make your way out.
That guy needs a nap.
Wonder if we put an egg on him if it would fry.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
It'd be funny, like a
Would be funny.
cartoon.
Then a bunch of smoke will come out of his ears like a cartoon.
That'd be awesome.
That would be really awesome. I like to imagine he could hear us as we're going up the stairs. Like he's just.
The temperature is rising several degrees as you walk up the stairs. You get out there, and it's not too long after that. Will Rogers comes around and says, "Well, y'all, I hope she was helpful to you."
She was.
She was.
But none of y'all are as old as being like me. Sometimes when you find something, you kind of just plant your flag on it. And you just stay there. And you get real comfortable with that flag. I've been here a long time, and something fell in my lap, and we put it away because we didn't know what to do.
Where did it fall from?
Well, kind of exploded out a rift.
It landed on your lap?
Not
Lucky.
literally, but
Oh.
Is it a box?
it is a box.
Oh, we know what that is.
It's most of a box.
Oh.
Most of the box.
Did all the ghosts fly out of it yet?
We ain't never seen no ghost fly out of it.
Okay, that's good.
There's
Then
an
they're probably
energy in
still
it,
there.
The energy
that.
balls things.
and there's something in there.
Yes.
No, I meant like a physical thing.
Okay. Could we
Could
look
we
at
look
it?
at this one?
So, in the interest of transparency, if you attempt to remove the box from my possession without my approval, it will go quite poorly for you.
We don't want to steal it.
I know
Yeah.
you don't. I know
You're a
you are
nice
saying
guy.
you don't. And I'm pretty good at reading humans. So,
Well, I'm half dwarf. So.
I'm aware. The
Do you want just one of us to look at it, or do you want to like hold it while we
what
look
I
at
want to
it?
do is scare you into not fucking with me, but not make you actually shit yourself. So I gotta get a mop.
We
Well, I don't
understand.
think. Yeah. Because
I
we'll
think
if
the
we're
angry
scared,
guy-
if we're scared, we'll do it
Oh,
anyway if we
he's
wanted
just
to
in
do
a
it.
mood, but he's always in a mood.
But you seem in a mood too now. You were so
Well,
nice
it's-
before.
I am nice, but I want to emphasize upon you that if you are here to do me wrong, it will not be tolerated.
He's just being really defensive. I think you just
Yes,
really want to
yes.
protect all of your people, right?
Yeah,
I get that. We don't want to hurt your people at all.
I do believe that's your intention. Is to
But
not hurt
scaring
me.
us won't. I don't think it would really.
And that's
you
why
know.
I haven't. I also don't want to damage the walls. All right.
Yeah, and if
Anyway.
we poop our pants, we'll still
Damage the
fight.
walls?
You know, that's
Okay. How about okay? I think we need to
Sorry.
refocus.
Yes. I get distracted.
Can we see the
myself
box?
sometimes.
Yeah.
You
Show us the box. We promise not to steal it or try to fuck you up in any way.
do you
And-
vow on your word?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Wait, what am I vowing?
We
Do
we
you-
promise to not try to steal the box or
Or to
and
take the box without my explicit permission?
Without
Exactly.
your permission, yes.
Right.
Okay.
We promise not to fuck you over. How's that?
I mean, there's. Never mind. I will take y'all on your word.
Thank you.
Now. And opens up one of the displays. One of the displays of Old West gear, just like, is actually a door.
Oh, that is very cool.
And leads you down a path that goes in a circle under the mountain that
Like a
is
freaky circle.
incredibly smooth. No physical hands could have carved this passageway. He says, I had a friend come out from out east. Rest his soul. Help me build this little. Well, I like to call it the trove, but you know,
Oh, it's where you keep your treasure?
Yeah.
Treasure
the
trove.
things that are important.
Cool.
But it takes you down the hallway. There's a number of doors with no symbols on them. Some are areas that look like there might be doors. Every now and then there's like a decorative tapestry. Some of which show ancient battles of dragons. Some of which show magic rituals in a magical city. And the people in those have pointed ears. One of them shows just looks to be a diagram of a naked ogre covered in tattoos of all different types. And as you go down, he leads you to a room. It's not like the last room, but it's one of those is okay. And slides open the door with the sound of stone grinding on stone. Inside, you see nothing. The chamber's dark. He says, "Do you want a daylight orb, or you can handle that yourself?"
We can handle it. And
Okay.
I'll cast Globe of Daylight.
The room is now well lit. Inside this room, it's a round, circular room, and you can see that there's etchings along the bottom of the floor and he taps on the rim, and you feel power release from it slowly. Says it's safe to walk in there now. There is a box. It is a box that has been described to this group before, I believe. Greeks had once seen Tyrgix carrying this box before Greeks was in this dimension. I think I said it was a black box with a red gem inside, but it has been a long time since I described it.
Can I see the strings coming off of it?
You can see the strings tying this thing to everything and pouring out of the hole in the side of it. The strings coming out of it look like I'd say a yarn jumble, like after someone had frogged a project, but not everyone has that experience. Imagine just the biggest mound of Play-Doh spaghetti.
Just pouring out of this thing.
Like having poured out the side, and every now and then a little bit more comes out.
And it's just going everywhere?
Some of it. Other times it just stops. When you look around and see the lines that you can see occasionally with the sight granted to you by the Dragon God, you also see that this entire room is lined with a ward on the floor that connects to Will Rogers. This room is trapped, but Will Rogers distributed it. You can also see that there are a number of lines in the hallway. You now see a line of some kind of hound sitting beside Will Rogers, whose hand is petting it, but it's like ghostly.
Oh, I didn't know you had a puppy.
Not many people can see that one.
I didn't see it at first. But it's all these spaghettis are touching everything, so now I can see it.
What do you mean spaghettis?
Oh, I can see like cosmic lines or something. There's sort of like little strings that touch everything. It's like
it's not like ley lines.
No, I think ley lines are big and strong. These are like little lines that just connect. You know, your stuff. It's all the stuff. I don't know.
He said fate at one point.
Yeah, probably that.
I mean, I've never been much to cotton to fate. I've seen a lot of coincidence, so there's something to fate.
I think when fate, it's like a bunch of probability or something, and then it's just this is like different probabilities. I don't know.
But you can see that coming out of that box.
Yeah, there's a lot of it coming out of that box. Can I go look at it?
Yeah, you can go up to the box.
I want to go up to the box.
You go up to the box, and it is a black box about this big, like I'd say a good square foot, maybe a foot and a half.
Can I?
It seems
I want
to
to turn
be
to
made
the
of
group.
Black wood with some weird writing on it, but you can actually make out the writing now.
Oh, I can read it?
You can read the parts of it that are still there. This thing is battered to hell and has like dents and has actually been cracked.
Okay. What can I read off of it?
What you can read off of it is the bit of prophecy that tied this thing shut.
Okay.
The prophecy says that when this box will be opened when this box was opened. It is a circular prophecy meant to seal something forever. It then goes on to several other bits about a hammer, about a sword, about a fang, about a staff, about a mind, about a clod of dirt. But none of that matters when you just remove the top of the box.
Yep. I'm just gonna open it.
As you do, you see a number of strings on it break.
Oops.
Inside the box is a book. The book seems to be like the cover of the book seems to be made of glass.
Oh. I want to first turn to the group because I'm sure Freya is silently sweating, and I want to give a thumbs up and say it's okay. And I'm gonna
Kid, please don't let me look at it first, please.
Yeah, let's look at it first. You know,
Will Rogers goes, "How did he open that? That did not open."
I opened it with my hands. So I don't know if maybe you did it a different way. The hinge went this way, and I see how you could
You
mistake it
saw a
because
hinge on there? No one else could see the hinge.
Oh yeah, no. So that's probably you're probably just trying to open it the wrong way. It's tricky design.
it's
over
because
here.
of the sight he has, Mr. Rogers.
It's very good craftsmanship. It's almost seamless.
And
Wait.
it's-
Wait, I'm remembering something. It's been a while.
Okay.
I'm not that old, but I am old, but I'm not that old.
You look young.
Thank you. I choose
welcome.
to.
What?
Fate. No, that can't be right.
Try us.
All right, so there were rumors, place I grew up, about some kind of people who were basically gods. And one of them was about the strings and chains of fate, but only mentioned by like weird cultos.
Like an obscure god.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it's been a long time ago. This was a lot other places. It's not this world.
did it have a form like an angel?
It was one of our dragon gods.
Dragon god? Do you remember its name?
No, I don't think I ever knew its name.
Oh shit.
The name you're looking for is Anaya.
Thank you. I was
Yes.
like, fuck, I know this. Was the name Anaya?
I don't know.
Probably Anaya. So what about this god? What do
Well-
you remember about them?
Just that there were rumors. There was this one preacher who would talk about the forgotten gods of Dragon Rat, and I never bought into the whole Dragon Rat thing. I mean, I always thought it was just self-aggrandizing stuff, but there are dragon gods, I know for certain.
Mhm.
So, someone would say they got hidden. Some would say they got killed. And some would say they just up and didn't exist no more.
Hmm.
But I didn't know you he touches under his collar where there is a pyramid with 3 eyes on it. Goes, "You've been blessed by a dragon god, son."
Yep. Yeah, I had to
Robin.
go to like a whole other world and go to the school garden. I had a conversation with her. It was pretty cool. Very neat.
The god spoke to you.
Yeah.
Takes his hand away from the tattoo.
Mhm. But not about anything evil or bad. I don't think she's an evil god. She's just a dragon.
Well, I guess you opened the box, so it's all yours.
Thanks.
Thank
There's a
you.
book in here. Peppermint, did you want to look at this book?
Yes, let's look at what it is before we start, touching it with our.
Can I want to
Okay.
start by casting Sense Evil and Sense Magic on it.
Sense magic is everywhere down here. This entire place has been enchanted to hell. Not to hell and back, but enchanted within an inch of certain being's life. Also, with the sense magic, you get the impression that Will Rogers is an incredibly powerful magic being. And that tattoo he just triggered is magic.
Can you see the dog? Can Peppermint see the dog?
Now you can see that there is a spectral hound guarding this underground place. There is nothing evil here. Fate is neither good nor bad. It can lead people to do those good and bad things, but again, good and bad are definitions that fate does not bother with. Is and isn't. The book on the cover, in a language that everyone can read, no matter what you read, says the Dystemic Codex.
The what?
The Diastetic Codex. Diastemic Codex.
Does that ring any bells?
Nope.
Can I check magic lore?
You may not actually know because no one knows about this thing.
Okay.
I will take. If anyone speaks Wolfen or Greek.
Nope.
No.
All right, everyone who has a language, everyone has Dragonese apparently. So you can all give me a roll on your Dragonese at a -30.
Ooh, that's really bad.
Oh, okay. I need to roll under a 32. Come
Oh,
on,
no.
Freya.
I did very bad.
53.
Not
was
me.
it?
32.
Oh, I got
58.
a 66.
Yeah, none of you know exactly what it means by the diastemic codex. No one's heard of this book mentioned. Will Rogers doesn't seem to know. If you ask, Will Rogers says, "I never heard of such a book."
You know what language this is written in?
It seems to be some kind of language, to be honest. Well, the fact that I'm seeing it in 3 different languages simultaneously
Oh.
says that something about this book is innately magical.
Oh.
And well, I mean, if I go and remember my Latin roots and my wolfen, diastemic would be related to the spaces between.
Between what?
Well, I ain't read the book.
Like other dimensions?
Sounds. You tell me.
We know somebody who's wolfen, so he might know how to read it.
Well, wolfen speak a dialect of the old, very influenced by a bunch of beings that called themselves gods on Earth. I had heard they came here too, but the wolfen dealt with them quite a bit, and the wolfen kind of picked up a lot of that.
He might be able to look at it. We have like a really powerful wizard that helps us out with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, real powerful wizards tend to be might dangerous.
Yeah.
But
He
also
seems
know
kind. He
things.
seems kind of crazy. Yeah,
It's
he
like,
seems a little dangerous.
do we peppermint? Do we open the book?
I don't see anything wrong with it. It should be theoretically safe.
Do you kind of want to take the tip of your staff and like maybe like just we stand back a little and take and like open it that way?
I don't think it's gonna explode.
Yeah,
want me to open it?
That might
I'm
be
not
a little.
seeing that kind of magic on it.
I think it. I can't promise anything, but it should be safe to open.
I'll open it.
You open the book, and inside is a number of charts that you understand exist, but none of them are whole. It's like opening a math textbook and
Oh, that's
seeing
rough
a
enough.
list of formulas.
Boring. I'm gonna keep flipping through. Is this all that's in here? Like these weird charts that don't make sense?
Yeah. Occasionally there is some writing, and it speaks about barriers
Hmm.
and places. There is a number of charts that are prefaced with dire warnings never to use,
Mm-hmm.
and would be best if could be removed from the book would have been, but the book would not let that be.
Is this book sentient?
The book has not tried to talk to you.
I wanna look around and go, hello, book?
You don't get any kind of response.
It was worth a shot. Sorry, guys. It's magic. I don't know. You can never tell. There's
None
just
of
a
you are
bunch of
exactly book people.
there's just a bunch of charts in here, and something about barriers. I don't know. I can't really read it. I can only like.
Is
kinda put it
Rohan
together.
having any sort of reaction to it?
No, I mean,
Okay.
no more
Does
than
my
you are.
do my stanky old wizard eyes see anything from the book?
is made out of strings.
Oh,
The book is a bunch of
that's
frayed.
tricky.
Those charts are a bunch of frayed ends
Do they like?
Oh.
Is it as if somebody ripped a bunch of it out?
I wouldn't say ripped because it's not jagged. It's if you cut a tapestry in half, but left it so that it could be restitched.
So these pieces are somewhere. Are they within the book? Is it almost like a puzzle that I have to put together? Or does it feel like I
Roll a
need to
d100. I mean, you got to get
Okay.
real low on it. Because puzzles aren't exactly kids' thing.
23? Is that close enough?
Some of these edges to differential maps seem to come to the same kind of like binding on the edge. Like it's if you think of them as gears, some of them have square gears and some of them have spiky gears.
Gotcha.
And the ones with spiky gears are not going to work with the ones with
Gotcha.
square gears. But every now and then you come across two that look like they might be able to mesh.
Can I?
And none of the ones with warnings prefacing them have anything that meshes with them.
Can I put? Is there a way for me to?
You can
To
remove
put
one
some
of the
of it-
pages.
Okay,
The
before
pages
I
come
do,
out like panes of glass.
so I'm gonna do it. Before I do it, I'm gonna do it. But before I do it, I go. Trust me, and I'm just gonna pull a piece of paper. I'm just gonna
It's
like.
not
boop.
paper though. The pages, as you notice, so as you pull one out, it stiffens into a sheet of glass. And as you connect it to the other page kind of takes on that property. You can't understand what it's telling you.
I did it, but I do not know what it
The
means.
only person who might be able to is Starissa.
Okay.
I imagine Striss has just been peeking over my shoulder the whole time, just like.
Of course.
Starissa grew like
Yeah.
3 inches to be able to do this.
The little dragon legs.
No, she's in human form.
Oh, you could just like be taller. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you can look like a completely different person, right?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Starissa, go ahead and give me a roll on your magic minus 20.
Okay.
Because this is dimensional.
Nope.
Oh, you know what? Give me a roll on your teleport.
Nope.
On my
Give me
teleport?
a roll on your teleport.
Oh, okay.
You can
That's
teleport.
what I want.
Yeah. No. 49.
Like,
I missed it.
it's not a teleport formula, but it's not unlike how you think of space, like what some people might think of when, Floored Bonzifus Fancy Pants was helping you, train.
The
such things.
dimensional rift circle.
Yes,
It reminds me of that.
a little bit, but you couldn't translate it to one if you tried.
No, that magic's a little above me yet.
It's not how your essence functions.
But it's similar.
It is similar.
Can the pages come back apart?
Yes. And then can be placed back in the book.
Do they look like they could connect to different ones? Like if connected to that one, does it look like if I find similar, I could connect it to a different one?
Yes, but like I said, it's very clear that some of them are never meant
Yeah.
to match.
So I think.
I-
Is there another match to this page? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is so this page has several matches.
Can I
Of
try
relative
connecting it to one
ease.
of the other ones?
You try, but there's like a little bit of the other pages match up perfectly. And then those two pages match up to each other perfectly. It's not a puzzle. It's like I said, a gear
Oh,
edge.
okay. Yeah, okay.
Like the spacing can matter, but if the spacing is smaller than the spacing on the bigger one, you can make it work in one page you find, but it's kind of those pages don't exactly mesh together well.
Okay. So there is a perfect match for each page.
But kid, as those two pages that don't, there is not a perfect match for each page.
Oh, okay.
Some pages match, others don't. Some have none. The book has at least 600 pages.
Wow.
Oh man,
Okay.
this is gonna take forever.
Kid, as you're watching her place one with, let's say, a type 4 edge next to one with a type 27 edge, these kind of align, and you can see between them tiny strands, kind of filling in bits of the space, but not very thickly. As if though those two areas are now reaching out towards each other.
So there's some kind of reaction there. I can see it trying to connect to each other. So they have something to do with each other, but they're not a perfect match. Is that?
Oh, these are dimensional maps.
What is that?
Maps about dimensions.
Like it shows you how to get to other dimensions?
I mean, you probably have to be in one of them to get to the other.
What to?
Sometimes going between, crossing through rifts can lead you all over the place and often at random in a bit of a bad way.
Yes.
But if you know what you're doing, say like a shifter might, or someone more experienced in transdimensional magic, which I do have to say I have had a time of, there is ways to go from place to place, but there's also ways to find kind of like links between places. But you say they were starting to like create links between the two places?
Yeah, their strings are starting to reach out.
Well, I mean, it's like a showing machine then.
I guess.
You ever take two pictures, you slap some glue, you put them on, you make a collage of them?
Yeah,
Uh,
a bad one, but yeah,
Yeah, it never looks good or right, but
never looks
you
good.
can do it.
So, do you think it could work?
Dimensional collage? I mean, I wouldn't buy a ticket, but some people might.
That sounds like I would end up on the other side, like in half or something.
Which means you could read a map incorrectly.
Yeah, I guess.
So
Oh, when you do teleport in there is no guarantees.
Right.
yes,
yeah, I know that.
Which is why we had to be really careful when we went to and from Palladium.
Oh, y'all been playing?
Mm-hmm. That's where I
Yeah.
talked to a cool dragon god.
That would explain you went to
Guys.
Garden of Gods, didn't you? Oh,
Yes.
I ain't been. I've heard of that place. Ain't never been.
It's
Pretty cool.
fascinating.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, would you suggest that we bring this to a powerful, like, dimensional traveler? Somebody who knows how to do this?
He gives a whistle, like, but I can't do it. But it is loud enough to like resonate, and this is clearly someone who has the skill whistling. The sing
That is not
semicolon
a
whistling.
fucking skill. That is not a skill, Kevin.
It can
Oh
be.
my god, this game
Anything's
is
a
Yes,
skill
nuts.
if
it
you want it
is.
to be.
Yeah.
This
okay.
game is nuts.
He says, chef. I mean, they could do something with it, but I don't know if I want them to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should just keep it away from people.
Well, it's kind of what I've been doing.
Because okay, so
Then how do we use it?
wait, so Turgis wants to get home. And it seems like they're probably from different dimensions. And then the Night Lords want easier ways to come to and from. So maybe they were thinking that this could help with the whole mirrored cave situation.
Oh, I bet it could.
Well, you said they're maps, right?
Yeah.
So if you put the right maps together, it could tell you how to get from one where you want to get to where you want to be.
I think that's what Frey is saying, is
Yeah.
that they
Or-
could use this.
Or tell you where the caves were.
Ooh.
Or how to find them every time.
I suppose, maybe. You'd
Sounds
have to know
Well,
what page
risky.
to look at. And
Well,
Right.
we can't. It doesn't matter for we keep it away from everything, but we can't use this thing because none of us can really read it, right?
do you mind if I see one of them pages real quick?
Sure, you're a cool cowboy, man. I can.
All right.
You
He
seem nice.
he picks up the page. It forms solid glass, and he goes, "Ting," and it gives off a clear, resonant tone.
I would not have thought to do
Oh.
that.
And he picks up another one, puts that one down, picks one, ding. It's a different, clear, resonant tone. He goes, "Well, that's cool.
Do you think they match with their noises?
I mean, do you know how wave frequencies work?"
Nope.
No.
Okay.
They're wiggly lines in the air. You don't have to teach us.
Yes,
You don't
they
have
are.
to teach us. I'm not gonna remember.
You're not gonna remember, but like, you know when some metals draw in easier than others?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I do know that.
That, but with
Huh.
sounds.
Okay. So
Like
we might
singing.
And if you know, I heard about these mages. They
make bubbles.
I don't, whatever. They think they're funny. They're not. They ain't got a lick of wit to them. It's just a big bubble. I get it. But
Get it?
they sing reality into a dream, which is the world.
Okay.
That's a little.
I'm sorry, that's a sidetrack.
That's a little much for my brain, man. I don't know if I can handle what you just said. I don't totally get it.
Well, those lines were interesting folk. There were rumors one come by here, but
Do you think they could figure this out? All I need to know.
you know what? I bet one of them could.
All I need to know is who do I need to get to read this to get me closer to that prince. That's what I want.
Well,
That's all I need.
nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody can read this.
No, kid. Look, this is a map. These are maps to go between dimensions, not to go from the baronies back to,
The Nightlands. Okay.
wherever this rips, like to Dwelmer or anything.
You're not
That's
crossing the street with this.
Yes, this is not. This is to go from
I mean,
like
you could,
where
but
where Turgix is from to here, from where here is to like Palladium. They're dimensional things. That's why we're not going to find the prince using this, because the prince is
here's
here.
the thing, I think you are.
Okay, that's what I need.
Because what you got right here, that there's bite. And that's where you're going to take a break.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Oh.
good. They fucking want it really bad. Ooh, yes. Okay.
So,
we just
go ahead.
How do we get the message out to them?
So go
Sorry.
ahead and we're going to take a quick break. Get some water, move around, use your limbs, be humans. And we'll see you shortly.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
All right. So, welcome back, everybody. Our group of adventurers has just discovered a box of fate, one of the several boxes. This one that Tiergix had actually been seen with before being shunted into this dimension. And the box was basically broken. And Kid opened it. And inside found the diastemic codex, which seems to be some kind of dimensional map journal. Like a Rand McNally atlas.
I didn't know what any of those words are you just said.
But it's before there were GPS units. Back when I was a kid and time was dinosaurs and student loans weren't a problem. And minimum wage was reasonable. Probably not even. Anyway, it's basically a map book with the occasional dire warning never to use this specific map. some of them don't have that warning. Many of them don't have that warning. There's only a very few that do.
Okay.
One of them is clearly labeled in like something that has been written on there in magic marker looking like ink that says Hades, do not go.
Like Greek Hades, like
Yeah.
Like Dimension Book 11. That is DB11 is that page number.
Can you fucking imagine what Cerberus is like in the Rifts universe? Oh my god, I don't
Evan?
want to fuck with that at all.
Yes.
I have the book.
Oh, you gotta show me.
I don't know if there's a picture set.
Okay.
Do I have a way of contacting Yolanda?
I don't remember.
I know we there is, but I know it takes a while.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta leave her a message.
Yeah.
Carefully.
Yes.
I would like
Yolanda's
to
a
do that.
paranoid motherfucker too.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get cell phone in this tiny treasure trove here.
All right.
I
Okay.
can send her a message.
If she's on this plane of existence.
Oh, yeah.
And with Yolanda, that is a valuable question.
I have a question, Kevin. Is the box itself magical, or once the book is removed, is the box just a box?
The box itself is constructed, it's just a pure item of magic. It was not crafted, it was conjured. It was not created, it was created whole cloth. The book was probably then placed inside and it was sealed. Other
So if you
experiences
close-
have shown that these boxes have prophecies written on them, which only, and the thing about prophecy is it only makes sense from the other side. So it had something about a hammer and a blade and a claw and a staff, but that could have meant damn near anything. Or it could mean the four of you.
It could.
Yeah. This is great bait. However, we need to plan this. It would be good to have Yolanda
Yeah.
at least aware of this.
I'm going to tell you, I now want you to take this with you.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
Yeah, now you're like, I know what this is. Go ahead and fuck yourselves with it.
I was fine with the box, but this is outside of my wheelhouse, and I do not want the people around me brought
No.
into it.
Yeah, I think if we do this, if we bring these things somewhere, it has to be in like a Dragon Ball Z wasteland sort of empty canyon. You know what I mean? No people around,
Yeah.
big mountains to
Yeah.
break, because they're gonna come in full force.
See, I'd like to say and point out to the desert, but everywhere it seems people think there's nothing. Someone has something.
Yeah.
True.
Nowhere's going to be perfect. We're not going to.
You're not doing it here.
Right. We're
we
not,
don't want
but
to.
Could we at least have a little time for us to plan?
Yeah. Yeah.
There is someone I would like to contact. And then there's a couple of other people. Need to make sure we get. I know Greek's doing something, so maybe whatever they find out might help. And then,
Yeah, you should
Hey.
definitely loop your green friend in on this. They
And then-
might know a thing or two about it.
maybe I know Jetta does Jetta things.
Yeah, I wasn't
She
confused.
knows lots of things.
Yeah.
Does she?
Uh-huh.
I guess. Yes, when
She
needs
confuses
to.
us too.
When she remembers them, she knows lots of things.
Well, I guess it's like the box then. It makes sense when it needs to have made sense.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
that's Jetta perfectly. Yes.
That is, that's a good point.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess she's
we know
old,
something
too.
they don't, though. We know Kid opened the box.
Right.
It did do that. Yeah.
No one else knows that. Except
Just-
for you, and
just-
you're not
just
telling
us.
anyone.
Oh hell no, I ain't telling anybody.
That's why it's
Question,
perfect.
Actually, retaining to that exact point, Starissa, I want to look back in the box. Is the spaghetti still pouring out of it, or is the spaghetti coming from the book?
The spaghetti has
it's-
kind of stopped pouring out of it as the potential for the books being taken out of it is now existent.
Okay, so here's what I'm
The
thinking.
box is no longer trying to pull people towards it.
That so I can see these spaghetti strings. Can Zarian or the Prince or anyone else also see them? I think we kind of have to assume they do, because I'm a nobody and I can see the strings of the universe. So
you
Do
can
we
see
bake
them because you were blessed by the dragon god of those strings.
Yeah, but once a box is
Good point.
opened,
I mean, we could still try, and have a backup plan. I think the box would probably, at the very least, attract the hordes of bad guys that they bring, because
Yeah.
they're going to want to go to that. But maybe the mini bosses would come to us, essentially.
and if Turgix had this box, they would.
I don't think anybody had this box.
No.
Oh, he
Turg-
did have the box?
Turgix had it, yeah, but
Yeah,
I
he
Turgix had.
doesn't.
don't know that for certain that Greeks mentioned it, but I'm rather sure they mentioned that Tyrgix had a box before the interdimensional shift that stranded them here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Was he working with them back then?
These
And did he
boxes
actually
aren't
get it
necessarily.
He never
These
got
boxes
it open.
aren't. Yeah, they're not always tied to anything. They're just.
The boxes don't seem to be tied to the Night Lords.
Yeah.
It seems like that one prince wants them.
Yeah.
I guess the boxes are just powerful and full of cool,
Potential.
God
Potential.
spaghetti.
Raw potential.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
so what are we doing? We're gonna take this. You're gonna call Yolanda. I mean, what are we gearing up here for? Are we gearing up for like the fight? I mean, are we calling everybody, or are we just? And where do we bring
we're
this?
We're trying to lure out the prince.
Well, that's going to be huge. I mean, I don't think we could stop him. I mean, if he's got more of those hounds.
Here's the thing: we got to do something stupid.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can do
here's
that.
the thing: we can't
Yeah.
just
I'm
say,
good
"Hey,
at
we got this
that.
box."
Yeah, me and
let's-
Sarissa can do that.
No, here's the
God.
thing: we've got to be able to. We got to be like we're acting normal. We do
Right.
something stupid. Somebody finds out about the box, but they think we don't know that they know, but we actually know that they know that they're going to tell because that's what we're expecting. But they can't know that. So
I stopped listening.
yeah, I wonder if
I gotta do it again.
Called counterintelligence.
Yeah, I wonder if I could be the
It's
one.
nothing to do with kitchens.
I did hire an assassin to kill me.
Well, apparently it didn't take.
Well, yeah, but it probably because my organization worked with Turgix.
Oh no! So your organization is working for the evil night
Well,
monsters.
they were hired. They were hired.
Oh,
they
they're
don't care.
mercenaries.
Right.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe. Okay, we're going to have to, because that's the thing. We can't just advertise because then they're going to be able to plan and get their own people. So we've got to be able to do this in a way that they think they're getting the jump on us.
Oh, idea. Okay. I don't trust wet slippery Jesus, but if we need a place, we can. Oh, Starissa, there's a guy. He's like an angel man, and he drowns people. But he's not that great. But he is part of a group called. Can't remember their name.
The conspiracy.
Yep, the conspiracy. And if we, the what?
Creative.
Yeah, really simple, kind of. But so if we get because the conspiracy doesn't like the night monsters either. So if we can put this thing in the conspiracy's cave, the night monsters are going to think 2 birds, 1 stone.
We
Let's take out the
destroyed that.
conspiracy.
We destroyed that.
We destroyed the cave?
That was near.
I don't think so. We fought outside the cave with the mafia guy.
but that area. That was near the pit, and the pit is
Oh shit.
destroyed. So they already know
Oh.
about that. That's not going
Oh, I
to.
think you're right.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
That was where all the elementals exploded, right?
Yeah.
Right,
That's,
okay.
We didn't.
Well,
Yeah, we
either
didn't
way,
exactly-
I think the conspiracy, like Peppermint's sister, at the very least, could probably definitely help us, and maybe Greeks' friend, and I don't know about that mean lady. I don't think the mean lady will help us. But and I don't want to involve Wet Slippery Angel Man. I didn't like that. But
Maybe we could get Ivy's input. Peppermint, I don't want to speak on, like, what are your thoughts, Peppermint?
I mean, it can't hurt to reach out to Ivy. But
Yeah.
do I still have her number, don't I? In my little phone?
Yeah, you
have
don't have it.
a
You don't have
number.
the phone.
I do have the phone. I have never let anyone else have it.
Okay,
don't
here's the
have
thing.
The only phone.
I don't have the only. We all have
Freya
one.
Freya has the phone. She just like slipped it. Kid thinks he has something, but he doesn't because Freya's switched that out.
I have a burner
so
that
long
doesn't have
ago.
batteries.
It does.
I have a
It
Tamagotchi, and I
Yeah.
think I'm using it. Oh, I got a feeder. It's pooping everywhere.
No, you know well enough to forward the messages to kids prepaid.
Yeah, it's just
everything I said just gets deleted immediately. It's like a blocker on my number. But yeah, we can reach out to her, but we got to think. One, we have to think of a place because I don't want to do this near people that could get hurt. Like what Rogers is saying. I want to take this. What a weird sentence. I want to take this. One, somewhere that's a little safer, and B, we have to think of. We might want to get people to help us because this. One, if the prince comes out, I'm sure that's going to be horrifying. But if the prince doesn't come out, if Zarian shows up, I'm telling you guys, he's dangerous. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so is
'Cause-
Wenra, and I don't know if she's helping him or not. I don't think she would help raise a hand against us, but she's clearly trying to help him.
yeah, because this is going to lure them all.
Well,
They
it's gonna lure.
really-
It's probably gonna lure a force. They're gonna send at least a large group to go get it. Because it seems like they really want this. They tried how many times? 7 times to get in here. And they're not stopping.
I knew about 6 of them.
I think this was the 7th.
No, this was the 6th.
Oh,
Though
then I guess they tried one
I
more.
guess I do have good defenses, and if the dogs just didn't tell me,
Yeah.
They might have just crushed him and not worried about it. Yeah. But if they know for sure that it's here, that they're probably going to come heavy. And we have to be
But what
ready
if
for that.
instead we make it so they don't know for sure? Try to separate them, take them out in smaller forces, make them investigate. Instead of telling them, oh yes, it's
But
for
they
sure
have-
here, and
They have
letting them
endless
send.
forces.
do they?
We don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
And we're
If they
something
had endless
is
forces, they'd be here.
That's a good point, I guess. I always saw those things as endless. But
Because
There's
they
a
are
difference
they
between
here's
endless
the
and
thing.
renewable.
They were at the pit. They have been places. Turkets and the prince and everything. So they don't have endless resources. So the
you're
chances
right.
of them coming with Zarian, because they got Zarian. Zarian's being fetch boy. And so they're using Zarian a lot. And then Renra. So if that's the case, we're going to definitely get Zarian and Renra, and then going up against Turgix, and then the armory. I know we took the helmet, but he's still a force to be reckoned with.
My
So
brother, we have to save him.
no, death.
If we can get I can talk to Zarian and Wenra,
no.
but someone else has to talk to my brother because he did not listen to me last
Yeah,
time.
Rohan will talk to him.
Okay, just be
Yeah.
nice to him. He's very upset about something, and I don't understand why.
He's dead. Okay.
He's dying. Despicable man.
Yeah.
Well, then I think Peppermint's idea is actually really good. Then, if you guys think, because if we separate the force that they're going to send into groups, Jesus,
Well, now
that's
here's the
still
thing.
scary. It's still going to be scary.
If they're separated, then we don't know what we're going to get. I would rather know we're getting them all than luring some to place A and some to place B, because then are we covering both places? Are we splitting up our? Yeah, I don't like the idea
Nah,
of splitting us.
it's called a feint.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
If anything, because if they come in full force, and that is like if we're talking about, because we've fought these guys. If, and I'm not a tactician guy, but if we're fighting the armory, if we're fighting Wenra, well, I don't know if we'd fight Wenra, but if we're fighting the armory and Zarian, that already might be too much. The armory by himself was almost too much for all of us. And we were pounding on him. Like I've never seen anything stand up to Rohan like the armory did, except maybe Carver or
But we did get the
Crafter.
helmet off.
We did get the helmet off, but what if he comes with another helmet, or he's upgraded his? Because if he's like me, then
Now,
he probably is upgrading his shit right now.
According to your mother, that would take
years. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would take too long, maybe. Well, either way, that I still think Peppermint's idea is. I vote for Peppermint's idea because if they think it's in two places, then they'll send the armory to one place and then they'll send Zarian to the other. We're at one of those places. We're able to get rid of one of those bad guys, and then they're gonna keep coming for the box. They're not gonna not come for the box. So then they'll just send Zarian to the next spot, right?
Well,
like, isn't that what you
get the box?
What?
What happens if they get the box?
Yeah.
Well, nothing. They need the book, I assume. But what I mean is that if they don't get what they're looking for at point A, then they're going to come to point B again. So we can, we're going to be able to get the full force eventually, but we just do it in stages so that we don't get completely crushed.
Here's the thing. Where do we hide the book? Because Mr. Rogers wants us to take the book and the box, so we can't hide it here.
I think we have to keep it with us. I think we have to keep it with us, and then we have to put the box at whatever the fake point is. Because where else is this book safe?
It's not.
It's not. If these things want this book, if they get their hands on this book, Mr. Rogers, if they get their hands on this book, will the night monsters be able to pour into the world and kill everybody? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Well, I don't know about what they got on up in their resources.
They have a lot of resources.
But I do know, if you have a dimensional map and a talented person and a way to kind of, I don't know, dimensional transitional kind of atonalism, I don't know.
We need to keep this out of Turgut's hand.
Oh, we definitely need to keep it away from Tyrgix, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
When Greeks is done talking, I don't know who he's talking to, but when he's done playing video games, we'll talk to him about Tyrgix, because I think Tyrgix is going to need an entirely different plan when it comes to him, and nobody knows him, but Greeks knows him really well, so I'm sure Greeks can help us figure him out.
Yeah, that sounds like y'all need to gather up for that conversation.
I need to contact Yolanda.
Well, it sounds like y'all spinning your wheels pretty well right now. So how about we leave it locked up with only the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us knowing?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Is there anybody in this town? I know we asked you this before about maybe. Is there anybody in this town that you don't trust? Anybody who might be new within the last few months, who's strange?
Yeah, and we put her in a little box.
Great. Okay, good. There we go. All right, that's all I needed to know. Okay. Yeah, I guess they would have acted by now. They would have gotten the thing.
Would they?
I don't know, man. I'm doing my best. I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know. I'm not a military guy. I don't know how these people think.
Listen, when you bring an enemy into the fortress as a prisoner, treat them as a live combatant. Doesn't matter if they're wearing makeup.
It's not her.
It's just they're within arm's reach of you.
It's not her. It's the thing that she shares her.
You know that for certain.
Soul with. I don't. I mean, I guess I don't, because Rohan's really nice. So it doesn't make much sense to me. To me, I have seen him kill a lot of people, but to me, he's very nice. But he does kill stuff very, very bad. He's a very harsh creature.
I mean, it took you all 3 months just to be able to look at them. So,
I
yeah.
still can't really. Can I tell you, Sue? I've never told you this before. I pee a little bit every time I look at him, just a little bit, and I feel like I'm gonna puke every time I see him because he just scares me very much. But he's very nice,
Okay.
so I try to be cool. All right. Anyway, so I guess we need to figure out who. I guess we need to just figure this out. We need to figure out who we're gonna talk to.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna need a little bit of help. I don't know if we could do
I
this.
need a little bit of time. It's okay. I can spend some, now that I'm aware of the truth of the issue, I will reactivate and double down on my wards on this room.
Yeah.
Including on any earth maneuver terrain that might be happening. I will ward this against any earthen powers.
Kevin, out of
Yes.
game,
Yeah.
does Freya know what happens? Because Freya's case is special because she can actually now her and Rohan can be like separated.
Yeah.
Does Freya know what happens if one of them dies when they're apart like that?
As far as you know, dead.
So when one of us dies,
I believe that is the biggest risk of that.
okay.
Is that if you die in one form, you die in the other, and it doesn't matter if you're in different places.
Oh, yikes.
Okay. All right.
So we have to protect Freya for sure.
Though you've never heard more about that, Yolanda would be the person to ask
Yeah.
about that kind of thing. You don't know too much. You don't have history Nightbane. And it is such a niche topic that
Yeah.
you've never heard of someone she told you that there's no way to stop being a Nightbane. Because she said she gets asked that a lot by people who find themselves as Nightbane and never wish to be. But the only way to stop is to not exist anymore.
Beatrice didn't tell us how Crafter was going to contact. Like if they got the box.
Well, they
She
have
didn't
a
seem
number
to
of the dark
know.
things with them.
Yeah. You're right, but they don't. She doesn't know.
Is there?
She didn't say.
What is it? What is it you're thinking? Is how do we contact them?
I need Yolanda.
Oh, you need Yolanda. Never mind. But look at me.
I
Right?
am not experienced enough to really do. Yeah, this is Yolanda's been a Nightbane a lot longer than I have.
Don't we have Yolanda's number?
I do. I have a.
She
It's gonna
bounces
take
a
a bit.
lot.
Yeah.
Though there is one thing that would get in contact with her near instantly, and you'd need a mirror and to know how to do it.
Can I learn how to do that?
I don't know if you've spent all your Nightbane talents.
No, I have not.
If you have a
I have
floating
not.
talent,
I've been saving it.
all right.
So
I'll open the PDF. I believe there is basically a way to page people via mirror,
yeah.
and Yolanda would probably be mirror.
Yeah,
Mirror.
I've been saving learning anything Nightbane for a moment like this.
Well, let's see if I can find a talent. What page are talents on? You are on page 106. 106. Hey, right there. Anti-arcane, borrow energies, dark song, doorway, dark whip, infectious control, lightning rider, mirror sight. Suddenly was like to see the other side of the mirror into the nightlands as a window. That's not what you're looking for. Mirror search. A Nightbane is able to see through the mirror closest to the person or object they seek. It's searches in a 10-mile radius. More if additional PPE is expended in search of the person or item slot. Does not mean the nearest mirror. Blah, blah, blah. All right. So it's 10 to acquire permanently, 15 to activate, and then 5 for additional 10 miles. You'd probably want a big area, or to go somewhere where you think she might be closer to.
Okay. Are you going to make me learn mirror sight before, or you just let me go and do mirror search?
You don't need to. Oh, prerequisite is mirror sight.
Yeah.
I've kind of given you that one already, so I will allow you to permanently cross off 5 PPE and learn mirror sight without spending a talent.
Okay.
So I'll give you that one for free, and then you spend a talent and the 10 PPE permanently to acquire mirror search.
So that's minus 15.
Mhm.
Math.
Not what there it is. Yep. So, you think that it's a good chance Yolanda is not in Colorado. But if you sent a message to where Yolanda might be, you know Yolanda can find you pretty easy. Or if you go to where Yolanda might be. And your travel out here was not quick.
Yeah.
Because it was through some dangerous territory. So you'd have to spend a lot of PPE. Let's see how unreasonable amount it would probably be to get to, let's say, Merktown. All right, so you need about 900 miles. So 90 times 5 is 450.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't think you have 450 PPE, and you can't exactly borrow it like other people. I don't think. I'm rather sure you can't borrow PPE.
But if I got closer.
Does anyone have any way that they might be able to augment this? I don't know. This is me just reaching out and seeing what ideas do the rest of you have to kind of boost a signal like this.
Let me see. Hold on. I think I have an idea. Let me look and see.
I'm all dirt and metal. That's my stuff, so I don't know if that could help. There's different kinds of metals that could help. I could build something.
You could make a mirror.
I could make a mirror. True. Do you want me to do that? I can make a mirror. Maybe.
It's hard to say.
How do they make mirrors?
It's a sheet of glass with a thin layer of reflective metal, and then a coating to keep that metal there.
Really?
Yep.
I'm gonna watch the How It's Made on that.
Do.
I love that show.
It's a good show. But yeah, mirror is glass, reflective metal, backing.
No, that doesn't help.
What is it? It might.
I was looking at Life Source if there was a way for me to funnel
PPE
into Freya.
You're okay. Here's a thing we might be able to do. This sounds fun to me. How about we invent Mirror Bird? Magic Mirror Pigeon.
And cast the pigeon through the magic mirror?
Yeah.
Ooh, we could do that.
I like that. That sounds pretty cool.
And one way to help focus it would be to craft a physical mirror pigeon.
Would that be something on my list?
You would basically use the mirror sight to open a mirror, which I believe any Nightbane can technically do. But I've made it harder for you. But you, now that you know more, it's getting easier. I forget where that information is. Got it. Thank you. Yes, thank you for telling me my drive is almost full. I know. Mirror walk. You could use mirror walk on the pigeon. Yeah. It will cost extra PPE for you, but less than, say, 400. And the bird won't be heavy, so it'll cost less than 80 PPE. It gives as an example.
Okay. So does Kid need to craft a mirror pigeon?
That sounds like it would be cool to see done.
I can do it. I think. Would that be blacksmithing?
Yes.
No, then I can definitely fucking do it.
Or unless you have, like, any art.
Whittling
do
and
you have
sculpture.
Anything? Oh, sculpture is. This is sculpture.
Okay, I'm not as good at that, but I can do it.
This is absolutely sculpture. Peppermint, do you have
Nice.
any way to, like, boost either kids making things
Oh, I
or
just fucking crushed it. I got a 16. 16 under 60. This is going to be a very good looking mirror pigeon.
or to enchant the pigeon itself temporarily to
That
give it
I
a
cannot
boost of
do.
speed?
Hold on. I don't remember exactly.
It's been a while since we all looked at our spell lists.
And you
Yeah.
make sure that the pigeon doesn't fucking shatter when it gets into where it's going. Like maybe just so that it can survive, like, because it's made of thin metal and glass. So if there's a way to keep it hardier.
Magic. Or, you know what? It is made of stuff that you can make hardier. That is true. That's a thing you can do before, I think.
Well, I mean, you just fell from fuck off feet in the air and survived, right? I don't know if that can work on an object, but
I think it
you know
so,
what I mean? Like,
Well, here's a weird thought. Peppermint, would you start with the skeleton of a pigeon that you made metal? Or is that too macabre?
that's very cool.
I mean,
That's
so
very cool. You have bones in your hair.
if we did start with actual bones, then I could probably, it'd be easier for me to enchant them.
Do
And
it.
and don't pay attention to durations on this, as the magic pigeon spell is going to act as the duration on anything we cast on this.
Okay, yeah, because then it would be easier for me, because then I could do living bones of stone and make it sturdier. It would be heavier, though, then.
Still magic, though.
Yes.
It might need that to pierce the dimensional barrier. So what does this collaborative process look like as we create essentially a new spell?
Well, first you have to have Rohan. In order to save PPE, it's just Rohan because it takes a lot of energy to do Freya and Rohan. So Rohan's got to be there because they are the one that can actually cast this spell because they are the Nightbane. So that's step one.
Okay. And I have to work with Kid while he's once Peppermint gives us the bones and then Kid crafts the actual pigeon, I need to put the magical sigils and stuff on the pigeon so the spell will work.
All right. Give me a roll on your best magic skill.
Okay.
Take a plus 10.
Okay.
Are you asking anyone for help?
I'll definitely ask Peppermint for help.
Which of the two of you has the higher score in this?
I have
In
58.
For what exactly?
like I want to say just an Arcana check, but it's lore magic.
Lord Magic. I have a 55.
All right. Also, Starissa knows, I believe, certain runes and wards that others do not.
Yeah.
Through study and, let's say, heritage.
It has to be through heritage. I haven't spent a lot of time studying.
Floyd Boniface might have shown you. I think.
Oh, he did. He taught me some stuff.
Yeah.
Taught me the pigeon spell.
The way he taught you the pigeon spell, and he never told you what happens when at the end of it. As you are putting the spell together, Will Rogers is interested. He's like, if y'all don't mind, I don't know how I can help, but if I can, I will. Because I like seeing new things. I've never seen this before.
Sure.
Hopefully, I'll
we
never
could
have
use
to see it again. But and once or twice, he does correct your script in Draconic. To better engrave the bones. He'll show how if you move this conjunction to and don't make it a contraction, just make it the full list, you'll be able to go around the joint and make it easier for kid to place the mirror bits on the bone skeleton. He shows you a couple of little things like that. And as he's doing this, you do see he pulls up his sleeves and his arms are covered in tattoos, including a magic sword on one and a heart with a stake through it on the other, wrapped in chains. Was it a stake wrapped or a heart wrapped in chains?
Neat.
So yes, this is super interesting. So go ahead and roll. Yeah.
Ooh. 43.
Excellent. You made it. You have essentially created a interdimensional techno wizard magic pigeon without using techno wizardry.
Fuck yeah.
Kind of like a nature, because the ways you've done this is craftsmanship, nature, arcana, and dimensional darkness.
Yeah. Because Rohan would have to be casting
I see this as kind of it doesn't have to be a pigeon, but it does have to be a bird. And I would love to see someone draw the skeletal outline of a bird with glass with mirror feathers. Maybe a dark aura around it.
That's tough.
It's a really cool visual that
That's
I want
tough.
to explain, but I can't.
Yeah.
I have one in my head, but it's not exactly there. It's like the crow symbol from the movie The Crow, except more geometric.
Made of glass.
Made of glass? Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a thing I could probably actually make out of actual a broken mirror and proper jeweler's techniques than I could draw, because I can't draw.
You could
Then I could
definitely
explain to someone.
You could definitely commission a sculptor. They could definitely make that for sure.
Yes, but commissioning a sculptor is not.
It's not cheap, but
It's not cheap.
No.
Anyway,
Maybe get a small one.
it'll be cheaper. $30.
well,
3D print it.
There you go.
I could have
3D
that
print
done.
it.
3D print it and paint it like a miniature. That I can do. I just need to design it in MCAD. All right. So, you send off the spell, and it is unlike anything any of you have ever seen. The thing moves naturally, but it clinks a little bit as it moves, whereas the rustling of feathers is now the sound of glass clinking. It doesn't scrape or howl. It doesn't make other noises. It doesn't caw or coo. It accepts this message that you give it, and the message is, Yolanda, we need you here. This is where we are.
Yeah.
And you decide you want to talk to Yolanda here. Will Rogers has said you can have a week here, but he's not going to push it longer than that.
Okay.
Yeah, if we can get Yolanda, I really would like Yolanda to be able to talk to Beatrice, but whenever she can make it.
Well, she can maybe take her after she's done helping us.
Yeah. Definitely help us
What
first.
is the message you give to Yolanda? Does it mention Beatrice? Or does it just simply say, I found someone new. I would like you to talk to them. Okay.
Yeah. And definitely need your help.
Definitely.
And it's 30 words or less.
That works as less. Will Rogers, Shrine of the Sun. She knows which dimension you tend to be in. The pigeon goes out with... The pigeon is released. It flies up and into the mirror. And you can all see for a moment as it pierces through into the Nightlands. And it moves like jello until it reaches the Nightlands. But when it pierces through, it takes off with a speed you didn't expect. Yolanda will get this message today. Knowing Yolanda, she'll be here tomorrow.
Wait, she's in the Nightlands?
She spends a lot of time in the Nightlands. And if she's not in the Nightlands, this pigeon can now leave the Nightlands to find her. This pigeon can pierce the veil. Or pierce the mirror.
And Rohan is exhausted.
Rohan crumples. Not exactly wheezing with breath, as Rohan sometimes forgets to breathe. I don't know that Rohan breathes.
Can I hold him up?
Rohan is heavy, but it is not a burden for Starissa. Starissa's, I was going to say, frail frame, but she's not frail whatsoever. She's just,
Just appears frail.
Yeah.
Because it takes PPE to actually switch back to Freya, doesn't it? So I gotta be stuck to Rohan.
You tell me. I think you can swap between the Morpheus at any time.
Okay.
Can't you? The Becoming takes 10 minutes, makes a mental endurance. Transformation process varies. Okay, so, I don't care. Okay, so it's fine. You can be Freya if you'd like, but Freya will also be exhausted.
Yeah, Freya. Rohan probably it's done, and Rohan's just like sleep, and then you see just Freya collapse.
You can shift at will from their human facade to their Nightfade shape.
Yeah.
Oh, the Becoming is just the first time it happens.
Yeah.
So you don't have to roll every single time. Good to know. Anyway. We see the camera follows this bird as it flies. It flies through blood red skies around a pit of people in abject despair, being clearly farming something that just looks like mud. The bird flies past what looks to be some kind of giant ziggurat in the Missouri region, and it finds its way towards I was gonna say Memphis, but that's not where. Towards Paducah. You see signs for Paducah, Tennessee, half buried. Paducah is the ancient name of Merktown. The bird flies around and rests on an arm made of broken glass. She looks at it curiously. It hops up into her ear whispers its words, and then shatters in a puff of fart noise. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Ah, good.
It's great when you learn spells from Floyd.
Yep. Ludicrous mages are ludicrous.
I love it.
Anyway, so thank
Oh,
you all for
shit.
joining us for this episode of Riffs. No, just a fart. Join us again next week, when I hope to have more people here because I will have given them proper, notice and not like overthought things a million times like I tend to. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. Let's go around and give our outros. We're ending. I would say this is now where I'm going to try to aim to end for the night because this feels healthier to me as a
I
person.
appreciate that. My sleep schedule appreciates that.
Anyway, so let's go around and give our outros, starting with Nerdy Teddy.
Hi everyone, I'm Nerdy Teddy. You can find me over on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy, and you can find me here on Nerds with Dice and in the Nerds with Dice Discord. For the time being, I'm here 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays for iHunt. There is no iHunt this week. We'll be back next week. Mondays, I'm over on the Bardic Nox channel playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And you can find some games and stuff that I wrote by following the link that is in the chat. It is also can be found with my Twitter bio. I don't think I missed anything.
All right. Thank you very much. And you can find our friend Maxine Bachman at Maxine_Bachman many places, or that girl at that place, and she has got an art account on Instagram, etc. All right, Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle. You can find me on Twitter at Shell_game, and I'm here on Tuesdays right now.
All right. Thank you very much. Kate.
I am Kate, and you can find me on Twitter at Reverie_cutie and here Tuesday nights.
All right. Thank you so much. And Evan.
Hello, everybody. I'm Evan Jennings. You can find me at Evan Jennings64 on the Twitter. And pretty soon, I will be running a campaign. I don't know exactly which day, but it's going to probably be like February sometime. It's going to be like a big, long running one. I'll know more, when we get closer to it, exactly the time and day. But yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. And you can find our good friend Ting at Ting_Tut on the Twitters. My name is Kevin Myers. I've been the Game Boss. You can find me at Basonic Kevin on the Twitters. You can find my wife's amazing knitwear stuff at lattesandllamas.com. She just put out a winter solstice mitt that just looks absolutely amazing. It's a free pattern through the end of the year, I believe. And check it out on Ravelry, etc. So, do we have a raid, Nerdy?
Yes, we will be rating.
One last thing. Tomorrow night, I'm in a show called Icarus Complex. It's a Altered Carbon actual play using the Powered by Cortex system over on the Devil's Luck Gaming channel, and it has been a fun game. And you get to see me dressed up, looking fancy, and having a good time. So, all right, thank you, Nerdy.
Yeah, no problem. And we'll be rating so many games. So enjoy that, and we will see you next time.